What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 96 on my journey to 1200 ELO. So, if you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into today's game. All right, shoo. I was on vacation for a week and I played some games on my phone and wasn't around a computer to really upload or anything, but it was a fun week and we're going to look at some of the games that I played and struggled through. Some of them were all right, but this one was kind of a tough game for me. I had a big blunder and two mistakes. So let's get right into it. I played with 66% accuracy in this game, and we played a Slav. So immediately, Slav is a solid opening. I'm not very good at the Slav. I don't win many of my games when I play the Slav. I brought the bishop up to d6 to trade off the bishops. He backs up. I left the tension. I then proceed to blunder my bishop. So you guys see the problem with this, right? My bishop has no defender. My opponent does not see that. I immediately see on the very next move that my bishop was hanging. So it's hard to win games when you play like that, but my opponent didn't see. We opened up his side of the board. I'm not real happy about the way I went about a lot of this. This could just be a regular position that we play. He's got this battery. He's got this. I mean, he's got some stuff aimed over at my king. His king is still in the center of the board, so it would help me to open up the board a bit. Instead, I bring the knight up to e4. He brings his knight in. I brought this knight over as a mistake to f6. Getting this knight locked in here would have been a good way to do it. Taking this way and just taking up space. We did take the pawn. I don't think it's a bad move, but I do think that I could have played better. I saw the king. I mean, I just figured move the rook over. It's a bit inaccurate. The better move would have been to get my queen into the play a little bit. This bishop is also just kind of a tragic piece, just sitting at home forever. This became a little more worrisome. I brought my queen forward to protect this pawn, which is completely inaccurate. It wants me to use the rook. While playing this game, I did contemplate bringing the rook forward. However, I chose to not do that. Another move that I see is bringing the knight back to help defend this. I don't know if that would have been nearly as efficient, but it would have worked. This is why this got a little tricky. He hangs his this piece right here, so I ended up winning. But had he not done that, I think him just taking, I mean, I can't take, right? Like, that's the whole problem with the queen part. So I wanted you guys to see that, is that, like, I mean, I lose my queen because of what I chose to defend with. So pretty silly of me, for sure. So we ended up winning that game. Like I said, he blundered his knight, and then he just resigned. But which I don't think he should have resigned. I think he should have played on. But he chose to resign. So this was another game that I played right after, and I lost this game. I had a blunder, a miss, two mistakes, and a few inaccuracies. And I played with 76.2% accuracy. My opponent played with 85%. So my opponent kind of dogged me this game. We are going for kind of how I play. Like, I go for the London every time I play white. But whenever I see the King's Indian like this, I try to play like this. A better way to do it, next move, is to put my queen on d2, try and trade this off, blah, 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 castle queenside maybe, and throw pawns down the board. I do this almost every time, thinking that people will fall for my trick. This guy does get almost the whole way down. And this game, I should have been able to win this game, but I actually didn't play my own trick well enough. So when this happens, I bring the knight into d5, and we did just that. He castles, which is the best move. Nobody castles. This is the move that everyone forgets. They're like, oh God, like this is defended now by my knight, but I'm about to win your rook. I don't know. People mess this one up all the time. I brought the bishop all the way back. I know better. Um, Coming in here with the check would have been ideal. Also, I think that even just taking the reason I didn't go for this and try to win the rook is because I'm going to hang my bishop, and that's why I brought it all the way back. But it's not good. Because you'll see. So basically what happens is I brought the bishop back, he takes the pawn, and now he's defending this. So I still don't even get this anymore. And I still didn't take the pawn, which, this would have been a killer move. That would have been ideally what we wanted to play. And it would have been a check for one, and then we could probably just take the light squared bishop. I brought the I brought the knight out, which is a miss. And it's a problem now. He's got a solid position, and I didn't get much for it. And he's pretty developed, so I just castled. We're not in a bad position by any means, but black is better, and it feels better too. Like I feel like he has he's got a pretty decent position, I feel like. This was a little inaccurate on his end. I brought my knight up, which is a crazy move. This would have been a better way to go about it. The whole point was to put pressure on this bishop. I was like, oh, I'll just start attacking his pieces. This pawn is hanging, if you were wondering, by the way. I didn't really want to bring his knight in to the action, so I just did it like this. He takes. I took his light squared bishop with check. He takes. I take his knight. Messed up his pawn. His pawn structure is just in shambles now. And then we take the bishop. It still says black is a little bit better. He is up a pawn, so there is that, but it's just weird. I didn't feel very comfortable in this game. Again, I was playing on my phone during this period, so it was a little awkward. But, attacking the knight, I thought, go for it. Not really my finest moment. I just had to go back with the knight. Yeah, this was kind of embarrassing because I didn't really know what to do. And getting this knight to I'm not going to win the pawn right now, so doing something different would have been, reroute the pieces. I don't have a lot of pieces on the board right now. This ended up being kind of a missed opportunity for him. I should have doubled my rooks. This ended up being a problem for me. I brought this knight back, and he immediately found the way to really just put pressure on me. I thought that I could take and it would be fine, but he actually takes with check. So me taking his rook actually was not the best option. I should have taken over here with check and actually just lost my given up my knight. And I would have been a little better off. But instead, we end up in this position where I just have a knight, he has a rook, and I'm down all the material in the world, and it ended up being a pretty... no matter what I do, there wasn't really a way for me to win this. It was pretty uncomfortable. So right around here is when I kind of lost hope, and I just was like, all right, man, you got me. So it's mate in 6. I think I just resigned here. But we played like a 1400, and my opponent played like a 1550, and that was a tough one. So we were over 1180, with the last game, and then this one brought us down. We were 1185, which was a new peak, and this one brought us back down to 1177. So it's kind of tough, but it's part of it, and I'm trying to get to the 1200 ELO mark. We're really close. I've been pretty plateaued here around the 1150 range, but I think that we have the ability to get to where we want to be, which is 1200 ELO, and I think it should be happening hopefully pretty soon, but can never tell. I tend to play a game or two, lose a game or two, maybe win 3, lose 2, win 4, lose 1. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's games, and yeah, I will catch you next time. See you then.